Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why Great Danes are the best family dogs. So my first reason is that they truly are gentle giants. So our biggest concern with getting Great Danes is that we have 7 children that are 10 and under, 2 older children that are no longer in the home. And it was our biggest desire and concern was that these Danes were going to be good with our children. They truly are gentle giants. They have a very calm demeanor. Yes, of course, they can get the zoomies and run around and play for a few minutes, but for the most part, this is what you get. They're very calm, they're very cuddly, we just were floored and amazed by how gentle they were with the puppies. One of my first memories of Benelli, she was probably only a couple months old, and she was, sleeping on the couch, and our baby, who was like 9 months at the time, went up and just poked her in the eye. And of course I'm like, no, you have to be gentle. And Benelli just kind of laid there and moved her head. She was totally fine. We had 2 dogs prior to that would have been and growling at them and trying to get away and all those things. And they just don't do that. Now I will say they're not human, but you do have to respect them. You can't abuse the fact that they are gentle giants. So for example, Kimber, the one night we were watching a movie for movie night on Friday, and she was sleeping, had fallen asleep, was major out, and one of the kids fell off the couch and landed on her, and she was but it was just because she was startled awake. So once she got awake, she was oh, and then was fine. It wasn't like a I'm gonna bite you growl. It was ooh, what was that? That hurt, you fell on me. So they truly are gentle giants with the children. We have not had any issues with our girls, with the children. We feel completely safe with them. So they are gentle giants. Second point as to why they are the best family dogs that you can get is they are extremely easy to train. They are very smart. When we have taught them, obedience things such as down or sit or leave it, those things they get within the first 2 training sessions. They are so smart. They are very, very easy to train. Even doing potty training and going to the bathroom outside. They rarely ever have accidents inside, even when they were a puppy. When we moved into our new house, we put in a doggy door, and we don't even take them outside anymore. We just have a fenced-in area that they walk out of the doggy door, go out there, and come back in when they're done. But prior to that, we had a bell that we hung on our doorknob, and whenever they wanted to go out, they would go ring the bell. Okay, the dogs have to go outside, let them go outside. So they are extremely easy to potty train as well.
Shut the lid. Yes, good girl. Shut the lid. Yes, good girl.
My third point as to why they are the best family dogs is because they are extremely easy to take care of. So one thing that you may have discovered if you've been researching Great Danes to figure out if it's a good family dog for your family is that they are prone to bloat, which is basically when the dog's stomach flips. So some people will get their stomachs tacked when they're younger. We have not chosen to do that. One way that we prevent that in our Danes is to free feed. So we just have a big thing of water and a big thing of food that we keep in our house, and then they can eat and drink whenever they want. We do try to watch them, we don't want them to, once they've drank and ate a bunch of stuff, go outside and run around. That would not be good. Or if they have been outside running and playing and they come inside and they eat and drink, we, just let them settle down at that point. We don't want to continue for them to run around. But free feeding has been how we have prevented bloat in our Danes. So that's one health thing that you need to be cautious of. But back to the maintenance part, so we don't even feed them. I mean, we do feed them. We just fill up that big dog container of food maybe once, I don't know, every 4 or 5 days, and they just eat and drink when they want. And then, some people have asked me, are they hypoallergenic? The answer is no. And there's really no dog that is hyperallergenic. There are some dogs that shed less. People will claim that golden doodles, anything of a poodle mix, yes, they don't shed, but they're still a dog. People that are allergic to dogs are allergic to those dogs as well. So even though the Danes are not considered hyperallergenic, they are very low maintenance. You don't have to get them groomed. They are short-haired, so their shedding is very, very little. So if you're looking for a low maintenance dog, Great Dane is for you. My fourth reason that Danes are the best family dog is their demeanor. So they sometimes will get touted that they are lazy, and they kind of are. Now, they will go out and play with the kids. So, if the kids are running around in the woods, or one thing that Kimber absolutely loves to do is to go sled riding with the kids. So if they're out playing in the snow, she will be out there, grabbing their arm and the sled. And so they do play with the children, but their natural state is not, this yippy, jumpy dog. They're very calm, like you see in our videos. Like I said, they can get the zoomies every once in a while, but that lasts for like a few minutes and then they're done. Once our puppies get past the puppy stage, and even when they're in the puppy stage, it's not bad, but they don't jump on people, partially because they're already that tall, right? They don't need to jump to get you to pet them. So yes, we do have to train that, but it's not something that they're constantly doing, or that's like something that you really have to struggle with their personality. They really don't jump. They're pretty calm for the most part. And usually by age 2, all that puppiness is kind of out of them at that point, and their personality is kind of how it's going to be, and they're very just calm and chill dogs. So I know that when we got our dogs, we had, 7 children at the time, not 9, 7. And, I said to the girls that wanted a dog, I'm like, I can't do more energy. Like, I don't want a dog that's going to be yipping and jumping and all over people, and I just can't handle it, guys. So, the fact that the Danes are just calm and chill, it kind of keeps me calm and chill because they're not, running crazy all the time. So if you're looking for a dog that's very laid back and just almost kind of lazy, Danes are it. And for number 5, they are protective dogs. Now, not in a way like a German Shepherd is protective. For example, the one day, I'm gonna show them your butt, Benelli. The one day, we live in the middle of the woods, and we were taking a walk. All the kids and I were out taking a walk, and all of a sudden we see this animal, start down the trail that we were walking on. And we were like, what is that? So as it got closer, we realized that it was a dog, and then another dog came. Now, it could have been the nicest dog, but I didn't know, so I kind of started like, okay, guys, get behind me. Like, I don't know if this dog's going to come up to us or what's going to happen. So Benelli took off after it, and started running and got up to it and was kind of going like this, and she kind of barked at it a little bit, and they like tussled for just a second. And I'm assuming she growled, but she was a long enough way off that I couldn't see. But she like mingled with the dog for a second and kind of like basically told it back off. And both dogs went running the other way. And then instead of Benelli chasing it and continuing to follow it, she came right back. So like she protected us, got the other dogs away, and came back. you know, if someone does come to the house, they will let us know. But then once I'm like, hey, you're good, you know, quiet, they are fine with company. They're fine with guests. Unless the guests are a little timid, then you know, they will back off a little bit, knowing that that person's a little bit uncomfortable. And that's where training comes in too. You know, we have a dog bed in our living room, and a lot of times if guests come that, you know, especially kids, they're not used to, you know, having a big dog, so we'll say on your bed, and they'll go lay down on their bed. And then once the kids that are visiting are used to that big giant dog in the corner of the living room, then we'll invite them in to sit, and then, you know, usually by that point the child is used to it. So those are my 5 reasons as to why Great Danes make the perfect family dogs.